Your own
In
experiences
2022, I think out when I'm like out, I would say
out and
meet
about,
someone.
you get approached.
Yeah, I would
Right.
say,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. That's the number one way.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably say the same for me as well.
Okay.
Social media is a bit,
That's
and then like
strange.
dating sites a bit
Yeah.
awkward for me. So
Right. Okay.
I think I prefer in person.
Yeah, let me
Like
see
like at a lounge. Let me see you. Let me see you around your
Mm.
friends. Let me see how you're moving, how you carry yourself, so I can get a realistic
Right.
idea. Because I think if I get you online, you can sell me a dream
Mm.
very well. But when I see you,
Mm. So you like to see interactions
Of course.
Yeah.
when in person, as opposed to on a one-to-one.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Okay.
Social media is real.
it's a lie.
So you've got to the date point now.
Right.
Okay. It's date night. It's your first date. What are the three most important things on a date, on that first date?
Time. Number one.
Being on time.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna cut off and just say to you, there's a, situation with time, and the guy is really lovely. He's a sweetheart. He's a nice guy, but it's made me feel some type of way, not messing with my time. Very, very off-putting. So even though he's a potential, it's like, don't mess with my time. I don't mess with your time. Don't mess with my time.
But if he's got all the time in the world, is that a good thing that he's got so much time to play with? Maybe he's busy.
No.
Do you not want a man that
Gets money. Yes,
is
that's
busy?
No. It's the respect. It's the respect of time. If you are running late, it's etiquette. So the etiquette would say, about half an hour, as soon as you find out I'm not going to be able to make it for a particular time, notify the person respectfully to say, hey, I really do apologize, I'm running late, I'd love to be on time.
So communication, more than time, it's the actual communication that
because
trumps
you're
it.
respecting. It's the respect.
Things happen.
You're disrespecting
Okay.
me. If you tell me at 7 o'clock we're on a date and 7 o'clock you say, oh, I'm half an hour away.
That's slap off. Yeah.
So number one, we say communication.
Yeah.
What
Respect.
would be the second one?
So you're on the date now.
Oh, actually we're talking now.
You're on the date. So I would.
In terms of the experience.
The
So
experience,
behavior we're noticing, or just
like the
in general?
ambiance, or the actual person.
Just in general, what would be the second priority?
Well, I would have already known where you were taking me, so that's already out of it. So
I don't need to think about what
I
I'm
don't
wearing.
think about.
I think conversation.
Where he's taking you,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
important.
where
Yeah,
he's taking
definitely.
me,
that can be a surprise or.
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I've.
Because it depends.
Not
Because you
in
need to think of the
first
outfit.
date. Yeah, not in the
So I
first
need to think,
date.
is my outfit appropriate for the occasion? I can
Right.
I dressed up like a bad bitch and you take me to a
But
cookout.
is that not more about the you than him?
No, I feel like as a man, if you're taking me somewhere, like, first of all, don't you know me? Don't take me. No, don't take me like to a dead place. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm coming dressing nice, no, don't take me to, like, obviously if we have the conversation before, it's not every day. I need
And
to
you
go
won't
into,
even,
like,
if you don't want to say necessarily what the
Where we're
place
going.
is, but just say,
Give
hey,
me an
listen,
idea.
I've got a
Dressy.
cute little loungy place, so make sure you're all cute but comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's a heads up. So I'm like, okay, cool, I know what to wear.
So in a sense, it sounds like the time and effort that a man has put into selecting where you're going.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
100.
very telling of him.
yeah,
It's very telling.
Right.
of course, yeah.
Definitely.
And the third one?
I was gonna say smell.
But
I feel
I
like-
assume you're gonna come smelling good.
I feel like you would have smelled good already, because I wouldn't be talking confident talking initially.
I think manners.
Manners, yeah. It's
Manners.
how you speak to, like, the
Manners.
staff.
Yeah, how you
Yeah.
interact with the waiters.
Yeah.
Do you, when you're making your order? I know it sounds really like so critical,
No, but it's true.
but
Do you
your
order for me? Do you
interaction,
say, oh, do you want
exactly.
this?
Your
Do you
interaction
open
with other
doors?
people.
Or do you, like, let me touch doors? I'm not touching doors. Yeah.
Will you open the seat out for me? Would
Yeah.
you say, okay, oh, let's sit here? Do you know a
Yeah.
guy sometimes will walk ahead of you and he'll just sit down and you think,
Are you,
wait,
for real?
are you by yourself, sir? Because if you were with me,
Right.
my assumption would be you would lead me to the
Yeah.
table that you have chosen for us.
So a gentleman, the
Yeah,
interaction.
etiquette.
Yeah.
Manners.
No,
Okay.
you forgot one thing. I know you said
Not the resisting a bad boy.
No, like, you can be a bad boy but still have sense and manners, I guess.
You know how
Okay.
sexy it is for you to be rugged and well-mannered? Oh my
amazing.
god.
Right.
Ah,
One more thing.
Right.
Ah.
This is what we're looking for. This is what men need to know, because I believe a lot of men try to be too nice, and it comes across as fake. This is what we've encountered. This is what women.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna put, and this is my honest truth. I don't like those guys who beat their chest and say, I'm a nice guy, I'm deserving of pussy.
Yeah.
Listen, crawl into a sewage and die. Because no dead ass. Because you're as bad as like those bad boys who are gonna be like, yeah, you're a woman, you're meant to do this, but you are doing it subtly, manipulatively. I'm a good guy. I open, I deserve it. No, fuck off.
No, it's the energy.
Yeah.
It's not the speech.
Because you can't
It's the
fake energy.
behavior.
Right.
It's the behavior.
Yeah, it's definitely that. We
Okay.
can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of content. So moving on to the last one.
Yeah.
What are the 3 most important things to you in a relationship now with your hubby, in terms of it lasting?
Like a long-term partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
I would say, first thing, which is not really like the most important thing, but it's something that's important to me, would be like banter. I feel like you need to be friends with your partner. Yeah, like actually I can joke with you, I can gist with you, like we can go out together and have fun. Like you're
Okay.
like my friend, like you're
Okay.
yeah.
So vibes,
Vibes.
the
Vibes.
energy.
Yeah,
It needs to be fun,
Yeah,
not boring.
exactly. Never boring.
Okay.
You can't do boring.
And when there's conflict,
Communication again. Understanding, listening.
on both sides, or is he
100%
is
on
he
both
meant to
sides.
is?
I think on both sides. And somebody that understands you, I said that right, understanding. Because women, they say women are quite emotional beings. I need you to understand that. If I'm shouting because you've done something, don't shout back at me. I know obviously it sounds a bit mad, but like don't shout back at me in the sense of like, sometimes try to understand me. Like, you're like, okay, she's shouting because maybe, I don't know, she's stressed about work or something. Like, I need you to calm me down. Don't make me like, I'm on 10, you want me to go to 100? No, don't do that.
So it's
100% vice
it's
versa.
on him.
No.
It's on him.
No, 100% no. Like, if my man is annoyed, it's my place to not be like, I'm not gonna piss you off as well. Like, okay, you're vexed. I hear that you're vexed. I don't know, like, men, they carry a lot on their shoulders. We hear that. So, yeah, if you're stressed about something, I get it. It's cool. Okay. Like, that's when the banter comes. That's when the friendship comes in.
So friendship, communication.
So be the glue.
Oh, 100%. But I think it's not down to one person being the glue. Which is like, I think that's what people tend to think. It's like, they think women are the glue. Like, women are the ones that are meant to bring it all together. That's not
I
necessarily.
think it's because of the experience with their mums.
Okay.
Sorry, who's single and who's in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
You're in a relationship. You're single. So, what is there anything that is like a write-off, like end game
In the relationship.
in a relationship?
Long-term
As you're in, well, obviously you haven't experienced that, but where are the danger zones?
Danger zones, I would say. I think I want to say disrespect.
How long have you been? Okay.
8 years, 9 years this year.
Okay.
I would say
Congrats.
disrespect. Thank you. Like disrespect for me, my friends, my family. That's like a major thing.
Ignorance.
Yeah, I think if you don't respect like my parents, you're gone. Respect my friends. Somebody that's like manipulative, I would say, is a big red one.
I'm literally about to say the same things. I'm just like, bitch, you just said all of them.
like-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would say those are
Okay.
major. I feel like there's a lot of things you can work on. I think a lot of people. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can work on, but those kind of things, like when they're not like
Addressed.
it's not you. When it's not you naturally, like you're not someone that will naturally respect my parents. I can't teach you. It's a
Yeah,
bit too late for me to teach.
Yeah,
you.
there's some things, like I say, if it doesn't come from your home as a foundation,
Yeah.
like certain things like manners. As a grown man, I can't teach you that the importance
P's and
of washing your underwear, picking
Yeah.
up your clothes. Like if you don't, as yourself, like when I'm by myself in my own house, I don't like the messiness. If you're okay with that, it's gonna seem like I'm your mom. Like, oh, pick up after
Every
yourself.
time.
Like it's if you don't have that, sorry.
Not being a leader.
Oh my God! Wow, it's crazy. It's like you're in our life. Yo,
sir.
we were literally.
I know women.
We were literally.
We were just
Looking
talking
at our
about
other sis here
this.
too.
Sorry, listen.
Because not being a leader, I can't be a man.
We cannot
in a
stress this.
relationship. I can't do that.
And a lot of guys say they want a woman to submit, and I'm
Submit
not
to
saying
what?
it in a bad way. As an African as well, we're Africans, so culturally speaking as well, mother's mother has been submitting. And the thing is, what they have been submitting to what these men are asking us to submit to today,
It's not the same.
it's not the same deal.
What's the difference?
In the olden days, I would say, my grandmother submitted to my grandfather because my grandfather provided without question of doubt. My grandfather respected my grandmother. She was a queen. He respected her in the way that he spoke to her, in the way that he
When they made
thought about her
decisions,
needs.
yes, of
Yeah,
course, yeah.
the way he thought about her needs. The way, even though he was the breadwinner, he will still consult my
Yeah.
grandmother to say, listen, this is coming up. I'm thinking about doing this. What should we do?
Even though,
What-
because you know that's the thing. I'm so sorry, sis, cut you off, but that's the thing, because it's like, yes, you can be the breadwinner now, but then does that kind of, it makes your head a bit too big.
You get gassed.
It's like, yeah, you're gassed. Like, just because you're bringing the money doesn't mean if you want to, for example, maybe buy a new car, you don't consult me. I'm not like just in the house as like an ornament. Like, I'm mentally.
But how do you find a balance between consultation and being a leader?
But-
Because the CEOs don't consult.
That's not,
But in your
is
house,
that
you're not a
necessarily
CEO.
true? You think?
Are you in your house? Are you being
the
a
CEOs
CEO?
need to still speak to the directors. And
No. This is not my personal opinion. I'm just
No,
just
but I'm
No,
saying,
that's fine.
but if you want to run your house like you run a
business,
corporate
or
company,
yeah.
I do think somewhere along the way you might have gotten your wires crossed. Where
No,
in a-
you guys mentioned lead. Well, I mentioned leader,
Yeah.
and you guys said that's important.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to kind of define
type of
where the
leader?
borders, where the cutoff point is.
We will say in this generation, I would say we spoke about the olden. I will speak in this generation. I think as a man, you don't have to flare up your chest to show me that you are a man.
Yeah.
You don't have to shout at me. You can speak so politely and say, listen, I didn't like the way you spoke to me, maybe in front of our friends.
Yeah.
You know, maybe next time.
But the
we
car,
could-
the car thing, I don't cut you. So a purchase,
Yeah.
can a man, I shouldn't say can or not, but in what you guys prefer, you wouldn't see it right for a man to make that decision himself without
No.
As to- wait,
without consulting.
What decision?
Like the car. Like, if
For
he
it,
was gonna buy a new
like a
car,
big
And you go
purchase.
together.
Yeah. Would he just go out, come back, like, oh, baby, I've got a car?
No, even though you do make the money, I feel like the inclusion of it,
it's a
of your
family
partner.
decision.
Yeah, the inclusion make
Yeah.
even if it's a silly, like it's a Ferrari and you people already have 6 cars.
Doesn't matter.
It's just the idea that you still value my
Inclusion.
thoughts. Yeah,
Exactly.
you
So
value
it's the
my
inclusion that you
Yeah.
like,
So-
right?
Absolutely.
You know, I can't even do football terminology, but we're a team. So like one, the right wing, whatever would it go to? Do you know what I mean? Like it's just you would
Because
have you work
because,
together.
because
Okay.
speaking on culture and African women and black women, you know there's a lot of talk within our community about independent women. A lot of women have that. They use that term a lot, and they use that as when they're in a relationship as well, which seems to be kind of being independent and being together seems to be.
But it's the alpha male
I will tell
and
you
being in a
something.
relationship together as well. You can't say an alpha male and say I'm in a
No,
I'm
but
in
you
a
know this is the
relationship.
thing. I will tell you something about independent women, and if they tell me
Their
I'm-
definition.
Listen, if they
Go
tell
on.
me I'm lying, right?
Give it to them.
No, this is the thing. An independent woman,
A real one.
and it doesn't matter how independent she is, she still wants a man to take care of her.
Yeah.
100%.
Even if you can't do it financially,
She still wants
there's
you
something
to be
as
there.
a man that God
That you
created in
bring.
you.
There is.
There's an aura of safety, of
There is.
protection.
That you have that man.
when you're a man and you don't have to say it, you walk in the room and say, "That's my
That's my
man.
man, alright,
That's my
cool,
man."
yeah.
What you mean,
I-
babe? We're
I'm
going
stressed
home.
out. We're going home.
We're going home.
My
We
man said I'm
with
going
my
home.
handbag. We're going
I'm
home.
going-
Baby said we're
Oh,
going
so
home.
not all decisions require consultation.
This is the thing, right? If you have a leader, in certain situations, I would say, in certain situations, you're right. For example, if we're in a space where my man, who is my leader, feels it's unsafe for me, in that space, I don't need you to be like, oh, is it okay?
Do you think
if
it's
we
a
go?
safer? It's a good idea
He's-
for us to
he's-
go.
He's able to lead
Yeah,
me enough, and I
yeah.
trust him enough.
And this is the thing. I would say it's because I trust his instinct. He's not coming from
Yeah.
that bias, that
Yeah, no.
gender bias of
If
I'm
you
a
want the
man,
best
I'm
for me
leading.
and you,
But I
so-
know that you love me. You want my safety. You protect me. Then I will go with it because I know it's coming from a good
Yeah.
place.
You realize you're not always going to know where it's coming from.
You can sense it.
You can.
And
I
even
think
if you
know
don't sense
that.
it today, it's gonna come up. It's
And
gonna
in
come
the
up.
speech and
It's
in the
that
communication and
intuition.
the conversation that we have, If maybe even after you're seeing that maybe I'm a little bit pissed off because you said let's leave this party that I've been wanting to go to for weeks. It's like, oh, you know what, babe, like there was somebody there, I noticed that I didn't really like it. Was
Or you can see when your guy is jealous. If
Of
you're in a
course.
venue and a guy ruffled his feathers or somebody looked at, you can sense it.
you can.
Oh, you're right, babe. No, I'm all right.
Are you sure?
No, you're right.
That was going to be the last question. Confrontation.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with a guy where another guy has overstepped the mark in a disrespectful way, like when you're out on the street?
But the thing, no, I'm gonna let you take it. Now you take it. Let me tell you.
And how do you expect
can say
how
together.
do you expect that to be handled? So to be clear, you're with your guy, another guy is basically being disrespectful because he's interested in, you know, yourself.
We laugh at you. No, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, there was a situation where we were together and there was a really cute gentleman, absolutely lovely sweetheart. We were meant to be at the bar, so when we get to the bar, there are already other guys there and they're just offering to buy us drinks. Now we tell the guys, hey listen, we're waiting,
expecting
you know, I'm waiting for my partner to come. So they're like, no, cool, until he comes, we're gonna buy you drinks, I'm gonna keep you company. As soon as he gets here, we're fucking off. And they were really scared. And we're like, don't worry, you'll be fine. So he gets there and they're like, well, it was lovely chatting with you girls, have a good night. The partner now, he gets, you know, he gets in his feelings.
He gets annoyed.
For no reason.
He gets very agitated. He's walking up and down. He's embarrassing himself,
Ruining the
acting
whole
some
night.
type of way, deads the mood and everything, just because of that insecurity. And it's like the woman already, I had it controlled. I had it under control because I knew who you were and I respected you. So I already knew that, hey, when my man comes, and just so you know, nothing's happening, so we're clear. But
This was somebody you knew, or this was a stranger?
it was strangers. It was just
Yeah,
really
the guys
friendly
were-
So
strangers.
you took the drinks.
We didn't even like the drinks.
We
to
didn't
be
like
fair.
them,
We didn't
to
even
be
drink
fair.
them.
But it was
But
just
it was just the point they wanted to be around other people. Basically, they came in and they were like, "Oh, we want to talk to people.
You
we
was
just want
being
to be around
social.
people."
Of course, we're sociable people.
But I explained, my partner's coming. You're gonna have to fuck off when he gets here. And the partner just came and he was raging. He didn't come to me to have a conversation to say, "Listen, what was that about?" Didn't pull me aside out of the group of people to say, hey, I didn't like that, you know how I am, I don't really feel comfortable with that. Had you said that, you know what I mean? It's an adult conversation, but if you come and you're reacting, you're explosive, you're aggressive, you look like a dickhead.
And just on a final point, did you manage to resolve that issue, or did that kind of
I think those were one of the reasons I think it didn't work out. It was just behavior, the way you carry yourself. It didn't work out. Couldn't do it. You can't take that person in public. You don't know how to behave. If you find somebody attractive, chances are other people too will find that person attractive. So the idea that you're going to say, once I'm now with you,
Nobody
other
else.
people cannot look at you is an absurd notion. It doesn't
Crazy.
work like that.
Why would you want no one else to actually look at your girl?
Did you not have eyes when you saw me
the
in the first
difference? The
place?
difference between them looking and you entertaining.
Okay. But then again, I feel like it kind of boils
But
down to
even-
that trust aspect as
It
well,
does.
and knowing the person that you are with. I can tell you for free, if somebody said to my man, I'm going to buy your drink, I'm like, ooh.
Maybe ask him to
shit,
buy
man,
two.
Let's get two.
Two.
Okay?
Two for both of us.
And you'll watch me go away to my man.
Yeah.
He might not
In fact, I'll even tell you I'm going to my man with these two drinks,
Okay.
and we'll laugh
And
as
you
a
know,
couple.
some people, that's why I said
As a
initially, the first thing I said to
couple.
you, I said we laugh. Literally, and that's again
Banter.
back to my man being my friend. Because we will laugh at you.
And you have to be secure within yourself as a man to
able to
know
do
that
that.
trust in that relationship, that she knows how much I mean to her and vice versa. Nothing,
So,
nobody's coming
so
between us.
basically, you want your man to be stoic, grounded.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Nothing,
Of course, yeah.
nothing can ruffle him, or very few
Of course,
things,
things will ruffle
or
me.
certainly not another man.
No.
Definitely
You
not.
know, it's the same thing about women. You know, we say this, our mothers always gave us this advice, and we always say this to young girls, that when another woman is flirting with your man in front of you, listen, you don't let not a sweat break
Never.
on you. You never,
Never.
show weakness, you
Never.
never tremble,
Never.
you don't show fear, you stand strong, you hold your head up high, because you're a bad
never-
bitch.
you
Don't let them
never-
see fear.
you'll
Don't let
never
them see
see it.
fear. because your partner loses a certain level of respect because you've lost your dignity.
You never see
The
it.
person now knows that this relationship is
It's a
fragile.
bit shaky.
Stand strong.
It's a bit, if I keep pushing,
stand strong.
never me.
Stand strong. If I do one more strut and I'll show him my little bum,
Okay.
stand strong. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not cute. Respect yourself.
I think a lot of men need to take a leaf out of that
Oh yeah.
that principle.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you know another
And
thing
it
is
works.
other men do it because they know they can get at you.
Yeah.
They know.
Yeah.
They know if I'm talking to your girl, you're gonna get vexed.
What? And
You
like-
think men can sense if they are more alpha than another man,
I think
or they
always
test the
think-
water?
It's not necessarily alpha that they sense one amongst each other. It's an ego one. It's not real like I'm a man and I'm strong within myself.
Yeah.
It's an ego talking because it's like you think
Yeah,
you're bad,
you
innit?
think you're like, okay, yeah.
You think you're that guy, innit? I'll show you.
Yeah.
I've got more money than you. It's an
Yeah.
ego. It's not something that's in your core to say I know who I
So I
am.
don't
I'm
need to
strong
show
in who
you.
I am. No, it's ego.
Yeah.
But you don't respect that.
No.
You're
It's
a
gross.
child.
It's disgusting. What the fuck? I'm not your mom.
No, that's horrible.
It's not cute.
Yeah, it's not cute.
Okay, thank you, ladies.
You are most
That's
welcome.
very
That's
nice and
This is lovely.
interesting
Yeah.
Follow
content.
you.
Yeah.
This was really cool. Thank you so much.